Michelle, as we say, welcome back to Blair Lebsack of Range Road. You've just opened up on 107th Ave, just east of 124th. You've been open, what, a few months now?
Yeah, it has been since early July. We've been open and we've been having a lot of fun there. So yeah, it's been a great location for us, and we've just been having a lot of fun doing our food now. So it's kind of, everything is about getting to know our farmers and working with things that that come to us and that we really don't have. We have a good picture of what we think we're going to get, but until the farmers tell us that it's ready, we say that it's not going to go on the menu until the farmer tells us it's ready to go on the menu.
I love that approach to it. Let me let you get started. I'll get out of your way here, Blair. What are we making here today?
So today we're just hitting that season of squash right now, and so what we've done is a Hubbard Squash Gnocchi. And what we're doing is we're just gonna, these are some of the things that have come into our store this week, and now we have some sage. So we're just gonna put this sage in here. Sage and squash go beautifully together. Same when you just brown up your butter just a tiny bit. And again, brown butter isn't about burning the butter, it's just about a lightly brown, giving it that toasted note. And so what we're doing here is just kind of bringing this up, kind of just seeing the sage just, you know, get crispy a little bit, just kind of give off some of its fragrance, and we're just kind of getting that on the go.
I asked you, is this something that's on your menu? You said, well, it has been before and it will be again. It just kind of depends when you get these ingredients. Yeah. I mean, that's literally how day by day you're taking it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And so when we say that the farm dictates the menu, we've all throughout the summer, we had a CSA garden. So we were part of a garden out with Tam Anderson out in Bonaccord. So we just let our garden grow, and whatever came up, and that's when we would change our menu. So a couple times a week I would go out there, she would come into the city and drop me off vegetables, and that's when we would write the menu.
I love it. This is how they would do it 100 years ago.
Yeah, and that's why we like to say we're not inventing anything here. We're just using, again, what's coming to us and having a lot of fun doing it. So it lets you be creative, it lets you have a lot of fun, and just things like this. Like now we're just sweating down some onion.
Okay, so you got sage, butter, and onions. Pretty simple so far.
Yeah, sage, butter, and onions, and then this is our Hubbard squash. So the Hubbard squash is a really big squash, really hard to get into. You need a nice cleaver to get into it, but once you get into it, just split it in half and roast it. And then what we've done is we've made a gnocchi. So this just has some all-purpose flour into it, some semolina flour, and we're just going to add this right into it.
And of course, you're making all of this in-house.
Yeah, we just get a lot of raw ingredients in, and we just start doing that. So now this is going to hit the pan and just get tossed around in there. And what this is, these are just like little pillows in your mouth. They're just really soft.
Now, gnocchi is typically a potato base, isn't it? So this is a little different?
Yeah, and so again, it's taking that same kind of recipe and philosophy on the potato gnocchi, and now we're just substituting out squash for it. And right at this moment, squash is just really in season. We have a couple nice ingredients to go into here. So this is a garlic scape. If you don't want, some chopped garlic that's really strong and potent, you can always go to the garlic scape. And this garlic scape is the top of a garlic. Yeah. And this one, again, just find at the Strathcona Farmers Market. And you can just slice this up. And what this does is adds a nice garlic flavor to it, but much more mild, and you don't get that strong aftertaste of the garlic. So we can do that. But again, we are doing a pasta dish here that we want, so we are going to add a little bit of extra garlic as well into here. We want that to kind of really shine through. And then this is going into here. We've also made ours. We're doing a sausage with it. So this is our apple fennel sausage. We're getting in whole pigs as well. So once we get in a whole pig, we just decide what we want to do with it. So we are always changing our pork dishes on there. Right now we have an apple fennel sausage on the menu. And so this one we cooked, and we have a wood burning oven in the restaurant. So we get a lot of those deep home feel, that home cooking feel.
I love it. And so the sausage goes in kind of last minute?
It does. We've already cooked it. And then this is a little bit of vegetable stock that we're just adding into there. Again, we get so many vegetables in. We love making vegetable stocks, and they have a real potency to them.
And this is your way of making sure that you're not burning that garlic or the onions as it continues?
That's exactly it. And now we're going to add a little bit of cream into here. The cream, is depending on what you want to do. You don't always have to add the cream in there because there is going to be a lot of flavor, and the gnocchi is going to be soft anyhow. We just wanted the cream in there to kind of bind everything together and pull it all together.
Okay.
So now I'm going to add in my sausage right into here to start warming through.
Is this going to reduce for a couple of minutes?
This is just seconds away, or we can just throw the scarlet frills into it right now.
Yeah, well, let's take a look. Why don't we just finish it up here? This comes together quickly, doesn't it? I mean, that cream just reduces.
And now this is the scarlet frills. So this is a mustard green that actually just hits it really nicely, and this is going to add that little bit of punch and flavor to it.
Scarlet frill?
Yeah, and this is, again, just another local green that's being grown for us.
Oh my gosh,
a little bit of pepper.
Blair.
And then this is our cheesery pecorino. So The pecorino that we have right here is made from out at Kit Scotty from the Cheesery, and we just grate some of this into it.
You know, the more and more I look into and learn about cheese in Alberta, you realize what a rich tradition there is right here in our province.
Yeah.
You hear so much about Quebec and Ontario in the east, but Alberta and Albertans are really doing great things, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. We do. We have some just outstanding suppliers that are.
Oh my gosh!
that are
Look
going
at this
into there.
squash gnocchi with a pork fennel sausage.
And then we're going to top it with a little bit of that fried
And
sage.
sage.
Fried sage again. And these just look so nice too. They're always nice just to go on the
Bang
top
up
of it.
job. Blair
Yes.
Lebsack. You can find Blair's magic work each and every day at Range Road on 107th Avenue. So great to see you, friend.
Great,
Thanks for
thank
coming
you.
in. Continued best of luck.
Thanks.
BT back right after this. News, traffic, and weather coming up next.